Welcome to Garage Talk, the official talk show of Garage Guys Fantasy Sports. We're back in action. It is December. Our first guest on Garage Talk. I'm Garage Guy Chase, joined with Dale Tanhardt. And today we're joined with Ryan Blaney, driver of the number 12 Team Penske Ford Mustang. He has a beard and a poster of a cowboy in the background. It's a painting.
Yeah.
Who painted it?
Buddy of mine down in Florida. He does a lot of murals on buildings and just really talented and like this style. And I kind of had this idea of, I got this big wall in my house that had nothing on it. So sent him some, that mountain is kind of based on Mount Rainier out in Washington. So he kind of took it and went with it and does a really good job. Yeah.
I feel like that could like depict you once you retire, right? Like go up to Washington, the horse, everything, like out in the wild.
I might. It might be that's why I did it. It's a precursor to when I'm done racing. This is what I'm gonna do. So
you seem like a Montana guy, you big Yellowstone guy, you know.
Yeah, I like Yellowstone. This year has been pretty solid, I feel like, so far. I don't know if you guys have been watching the new season or not, but
I just finished it yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, it's been pretty good. But yeah, I love out west, man. The Northwest is great. So Washington's great, Montana, Colorado, you got Oregon up there, Utah, really a cool area. And I enjoy going out there whenever I can.
That's amazing. Well, one thing's for sure. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they have chicken wings in Montana. The show is brought to you by Hooters. Shout out to Hooters right now. If you go to Hooters and use promo code Garage Guys, you can save literally money. Okay. Look at the Hooters right there. Okay. You look at it. Ryan knows all about Hooters. We talked about it before.
That's good. I got a promo code now from you guys because after I was bashing Chase on the internet, I don't know if Hooters is going to give me deals anymore. I don't know.
So yeah, that's good news. We got you hooked up. Like, we know comedy, we know fun, and of course that had to be the first talking point, right?
It had to be. But you could save $10 on any order $30 or more right now if you go to Hooters and use promo code Garage Guys. Valid at participating locations for delivery and carry orders only. That was the fine print, though. So I hope you picked that up.
Yeah. It's fitting. We're doing this right after the banquet. And
you're on a Hooters show right now. So, spotlight. It's on you.
Chase might have won the most popular driver, but me being on a Hooters show, I think it's still good. So, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Maybe we'll keep at it.
Well, we're gonna change it up. What
was the inspiration behind it? Do you actually know anybody legitimately, or have seen anybody in your life eat wings with a fork and a knife? I got to know what the background story is, if there actually is one.
There's not. We just came up with that randomly. I don't know. No, I don't know anybody who eats it with fork and knife, like normal wings, like boneless wings. Yeah. Okay. If you get those, you're going to eat them with a fork, but normal wings. I don't know anybody, but that was like the biggest thing we could say that Chase does that maybe people would believe. We'll have to figure out some new dirt, I guess, on them.
The pizza video definitely would make it fitting. But yeah, the one thing that I took away from it was, and I hit you up about this, and I'm like, we need debates in the most popular driver category. I feel like in any election you have debates, there should be debates. If people are voting for something, you need debates. You need to hear this. So we're going to do everything that we can. I'm thinking next year we're going to come up to Charlotte. We're going to get with a couple of different people, and we're going to legit do a debate. Would you participate in a debate for MPD?
I'd love to do a debate. Yeah.
But it can't be civil. It has to be like how our presidential debates are now. Like, you guys have to just continuously insult each other for 30 minutes.
Like, you got to get really
the person who yells the loudest wins.
Not about like your views on anything. It's just about your personality. Yeah. I think that'd be perfect. That'd be the best way to do it. That's how
That's the only reasonable way to do it, I think.
Yeah.
It's definitely true. So Dale and I were talking, and you say you don't really know a lot of people that would do that, but hypothetically speaking, we came up with a list of people, and we wanted you to just mainly tell us, could you see them eating wings with a fork and knife? Some drivers other than old Bill's boy. So let's take a look here at this list. I'm going to go ahead and start us off. The first one, your teammate, Joey Logano.
Currently right now, 100%. If he ate his wings with a fork and knife, I don't think he'd care. just came off the championship. If he did, I'd be like, yeah, I eat it with a fork and knife. Champions do. So he might, but he's got like an argument if he does.
That's a good point. But you still
can't just pull the cup out.
Yeah,
you still can't take it away from him. Like, you can't take the championship away from him, but you also can't take the fact that he eats wings with a fork and knife away from him either. And to me, I feel like Joey looks like a guy that would do it. I don't know.
Now, would I change my life to eat chicken wings with a fork and knife if that means I can win a cup championship? I'm probably gonna make that sacrifice.
You have to.
That's a tough one, but I might have to side with you too.
Yeah.
But
and then like, oh yeah, I'm a cup champion. It's fine.
Of course, I'll eat a boneless wings, which you said boneless wings. We call them down in the South. We call them chicken nuggets.
They're sauce chicken
Not
nuggets.
really
I
wings, right? Like, yeah, that's exactly what they are. But the next guy, how about Christopher Buescher? What do you think about that? Is he a guy that would eat wings with a fork and knife?
No, he would eat them the old fashioned way. I feel like.
I knew that was coming. How about Chris Bell?
I think Chris Bell goes old fashioned. Yeah. I think
that's a surprise for me. For me. But yeah, I could definitely see him, big napkin, Joe's Crab Shack type napkin tucked in,
like a bib.
So he doesn't mind getting, wing sauce on his hands. Dirt guys, they don't mind getting a little dirty, right? I mean, that's what they come from. So
you may have changed my perception of him just now.
All right. What about your good friend Bubba Wallace?
Trying to think back if I've ever seen him do anything weird with wings or not.
If he's wearing a suit.
If anybody had dirt on him in this regard, it'd be you. So
no, he's a normal wing eater. Yeah, he's a big. I gotta commend him. He's a big spicy guy. Like, he can eat some pretty spicy wings.
He's from Alabama. He's from my neck. He's from around my neck of the woods. Me and old Dale here. So yeah, we're big spice guys. We like that.
Yeah, he's got me beat on the spice category. So that puts him above me.
But that means we beat you there too.
Yes.
So
yes.
Congrats to us.
Wait, what's the spiciest you can go before we get to the last one? What's like your
hot? Yeah. That's the hottest. Like hot is the hottest I can go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to get any blazing stuff, but
got you. Well, all right. Well, last guy, and this is one I really hope that the answer is fork and knife. Another teammate, Austin Cindric.
You know what? It wouldn't shock me at all if he goes fork and knife. It really doesn't. Austin likes to do things like different than everybody else. Yeah. And I could see him doing that. Yeah.
He was a big Pee Wee Herman energy at the awards. I tweeted that out, and I think he was a little upset. He came back at me. He was like, well, life is a big adventure. And I just kind of heard it in this like emo boy tone. So I was just like, yeah, we'll see what happens. I was like, but you're right.
That is funny though. Maybe he eats him in his suit, in his Pee Wee suit. I don't know.
Just wiping it off with a bow tie.
He's also behind me here, Blaney. This is the Wall of Dale. This is how I characterize drivers based off of betting performance. And usually, like, I will blame the driver if they don't win. But Austin Cindric has been in this slot right here. This is called the Dead to Dale slot. Only because of what he did at Daytona 500, because I had the mortgage on that number 12 car to win.
Oh no.
Do you feel like I know you guys have talked, you guys are teammates. I'm sure an apology, you guys have talked it over, the course of the season, you guys are good. But do you feel like because of that, dude, I had so much, I even did a video in front of your car that day. Like, car was looking great, vibes were immaculate.
We were all riding the wave. And he even went to Victory Lane and took a picture sad with Austin. Because
yes, I'm a good sport. But do you feel like that Austin Cindric also owes me an apology?
Yeah, maybe. Be like, yo, man, listen, I'm in trouble now because of what you did in February. Yeah, so I think that's very valid. If you see Austin, be like, hey, man, you want to throw me some coin for what you did to me in February? I think that'd be good.
That's a good answer. I like that. That makes me feel a little bit better.
I feel like we've recovered pretty well from the beginning of the 2022 season too. So I think we'll be okay. He's an okay guy. We're getting to know him. We're warming up to old AC, But yeah, so I know last time you were on the show, we've been in this debate for a while now, and I think I've finally settled this. So we were talking about nicknames for a while, Ryan, and we were trying to figure out what the best nickname for you would be. I know last year we tried to go the route of Blaine Dog. It didn't work. Blaine Dog didn't work. Our good friend Tyler, we gave him the nickname Red Dog. So Tyler Reddick is now Red Dog. So he's kind of the dog. You're still a dog, but like just not like Blaine Dog.
Right.
But you know, the young Ryan Blaney thing, it just seems to work, you know, and I know that you kind of told me like that's really not like, you don't really understand it. It's just kind of like whatever, you know. So I found a way to make it cooler. And, you know, unique nicknames matter in life, Ryan. So what I think we should do is it's YRB, and we should just kind of like call you Yerb. I think Yerb is the name. I like it because, I mean, you think about Kenny Wallace, right? They call him Herm. All right. So that's kind of like a very unique, odd name. And so I think Yerb is the way to go here. Yeah. My dog Yerb. What up, Yerb?
I would love to see Mike Joy say Yerb on
Me too.
TV. And Yerb to the lead.
Yeah. Look, there goes Yerb.
There goes Yerb inside. That'd be great.
I want Daryl to come back.
We can make that happen.
Yeah.
We
so
gotta
it's
be able to
Yerb. 2023, the year of the Yerb.
Hey, get that
I'm ready
going.
for it.
I want to hear Junior shout that when NBC takes back over. I want to
Side
hear
job from Yerb. Here comes Yerb.
Junior saying it would be the best. Oh man, that'd be perfect. That would be absolutely perfect.
This is the future. We love it. All right, so it's decided. Ryan Blaney, his nickname is Yerb. You heard it. All right,
well, first question as the new nickname. Before we get into our new segment, our new patented segment later, assess your 2022 season, man. Like, you guys were really good. You're great at the super speedways as usual. Great short track program. Had some speed on the intermediates. Bagged $1 million at the All-Star race. Just give a quick summary of how you felt your season went overall.
You know, good things and bad things, you know, per usual. It's a shame we didn't win points race. You know, that really was unfortunate. I felt like we were in a legitimate spot to win, you know, 3 to 5 of them. And just we didn't do our job, or some things happened, which, you know, is part of the sport and you try to get better at it. But a good year, just the wins, you know, the lack of wins kept it from being a great year. I thought we put together a really good playoffs until I made a couple mistakes at Vegas and Miami and kept us out of Phoenix. I thought we had the speed to get there. And it's really unfortunate seeing our speed at Phoenix, you know, of thinking that we had a good shot to get there and it just didn't quite happen. So hopefully we learned from them. But overall, a good year, first year working with Jonathan Hassler, my new crew chief. And I can't wait for next year. I think it's going to be a really good one for us. And hopefully we can bring Penske back-to-back championships. That'd be really cool.
It would be sick. This was the first year that in any motorsport history, or all motorsports history, I think that an IndyCar owner and a NASCAR owner won championships, which is a pretty cool feat. Yeah,
it's the first year an owner's done both on the same
Swept
year.
them.
Yeah, that's super cool for Roger, and to be part of that kind of history, and, you know, to be a small part of that group. You know, we didn't bring him a championship, but we're still part of the team, and to see his success at you know, at this day and age, it's still amazing how he's still successful and winning championships and races and as hungry as ever. So I was super happy for Roger Penske on that one.
Yeah, I've heard so many stories about him and just how, like, he is just sharp as a tack to this day, like with everything that he does. So I think that's a pretty cool thing. It's cool to have a guy like that has that much history that you guys can have in the garage to talk to. You know,
definitely.
Are you getting this is the time as a fan, we're here in December now, where I'm starting to think about Daytona. I'm already going back, watching old replays of Daytona 500 races. And speaking of Penske, the one I watched last night was 2008, which was his first Daytona 500 win in the 12 car with Ryan Newman. All jokes aside about our guy, Austin Cindric, you've been super close to winning the Daytona 500, one of the best super speedway racers in the field. I don't know how you do it, because you're getting closer and closer to being the Pied Piper. What are you already thinking about Daytona? Are you already thinking about what do I got to do to get that Daytona 500 win, because you have been so close?
Yeah, I enjoy time off when we get done with the year, but honestly, I like it until like Thanksgiving. And then after that, I start getting antsy of wanting to get back, going. And yeah, I have been thinking about Daytona. We've talked about it already still. And yeah, I even go back and watch races, from this previous season, just random ones, Daytona, all these random ones, and just kind of always click them on. But I think that's what stung so much about, 2022 Daytona 500 was, I had a really good shot to win that thing like 3 times before that. We had a great shot in 17, 18, we had the fastest car. And then obviously in 2020, we had a really good shot at it too. So just stung so much of not being able to win it after being so close. But Speedway stuff is so tricky. You never know your destiny sometimes. And, just be running at the end of those things and up towards the front with a shot to win at the Speedway races. That's, an achievement in and of itself, let alone trying to be there at the 500. We've had a good shot. So I think it just makes us a little bit even more hungrier to try to win it, because we've been so damn close a handful of times. But be nice to put all the pieces together in 23. That'd be nice.
Well, just know I'm gonna have the mortgage back on the 12 car again.
We're betting on you for Daytona.
Every single time.
100%.
Every super speedway race, you just can't go wrong, because like you said, like being there at the end, like you're one of those guys that seems to always be there and running up front. So I'm excited for it, and I hope you are too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's going to be big fun for sure. So the money, we already know money's there. So energy's already presented to you. You know me, I'm big manifest energy guy. I pride myself on that. So we're manifesting that now. All right. A lot of meditation time. It's coming into play. So I need you to participate. All right.
That's right.
So let's do it. All right. We're going to do yoga next Tuesday. Be ready.
Okay.
All right. So guys, now we're going to go ahead and move to our reoccurring segment from last year. We've renamed it, and it's going to be the last segment of the show. And we're going to be doing this throughout the off season. You guys know that sports betting is our number one jam. We love betting on racing. However, we have drivers here. Can't talk about that. But what we can talk about is other sports, especially sports with balls. So I present to you now our newly renamed segment, Wheelman Wagers. I was very sure not to get that tongue twisted.
Should it be Wheelman? Wheelman or Wheelman?
Wheelman Wagers. I can sing it like Budweiser.
Oh yeah. Wait, or that's isn't that the Bush Light? Isn't that the Bush one?
Bud Light presents Real Men.
Oh, that was good too.
It was.
Okay. Well,
I listen to that a lot.
Ryan, what would be better, Wheelman or Wheelman? We're putting you in a high pressure situation here.
You're naming a segment, Ryan.
Well, it's Wheelmen, because there's 2 of you guys and it's your segment. You gotta be plural.
But you're the guy giving the bet though. Like the driver is giving. So
okay. Then maybe it should be singular. Maybe it should be man.
Wheelman Wagers. All right. So
that has a better flow to it. Yeah,
I think you should do that. You should record this.
So we've decided now to we're going to do 2 NFL games and 1 NBA game. We're going to read out the lines, and you're going to select one. So I will let Dale start us off here. You want to take it away, Dale?
Yes. The first bet, the first action for Wheelman Wagers for Ryan Blaney, aka Yerb. Raiders Rams Thursday night football, lined via Barstool Sportsbook. We know the Rams are struggling. They got John Wolford playing quarterback. That's the guy that looks like he would eat wings with a fork and knife. Hasn't played super well. Raiders won a few games in a row. The spread is -6 in favor of the Las Vegas Raiders. The over-under is 44.5 points. Where do you think we should lean for that one?
I do think, like you said, the Raiders are on a little bit of a run right now, and LA's kind of struggling. I would go Raiders. And as far as what do you say, 44?
Yeah, point total is 44.5.
I'd go under. I don't think they're going to score that.
So what's your favorite bet out of that? Would you rather do the Raiders -6 or the under 44.5?
I do Raiders -6.
There you have it. Thursday night football. Lock it in. Ryan Blaney, Raiders -6 at the Rams.
All right. We're going to move on to NBA. We're going to play some basketball here. These lines are fresh over on DraftKings. So we have the game. It's a hometown game. Charlotte Hornets versus the Brooklyn Nets. However, the Hornets are on the road. I know that they recently won a game, the Hornets did, but they haven't been where they need to be. Kyrie still thinks the earth is flat. That is factual. But here are the lines. So right now the spread is +9.5 at -110 on both sides. So it's +9.5 for the Hornets, -9.5 for the Nets. And then the money line is +380 for the Hornets to win and -475 for the Brooklyn Nets. So Ryan, where do you go?
He's not allowed to pick the money line. That's crazy. The Hornets are expected to lose.
Spread. Do you think that the Hornets can cover the spread +9.5? Can they do it?
I think they can, man.
All right. So we're locking in.
Yeah,
Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
+9.5. Done.
I like a good dog. I like a dog.
That's right.
Big dog guy.
All right. Final bet. And we're gonna pivot to NFL Sunday. Huge football guy. Like I'm a big Panthers fan. So it's pretty sad times.
A lot going on.
Yeah, we just released Baker Mayfield. Kind of felt like that was probably going to happen. But before I talk about the Panthers game, last year when we did this episode, you said you were a big Russell Wilson guy. How do you feel about that now? With everything that's transpired in Denver, all the Twitter memes and still big Russell Wilson guy? I drafted him in fantasy and I fucking hate him, but I want to know what you think about that. I have to hold it against you.
I would like to retract my statement from a year ago. Personally.
Good choice.
I was a big Russell guy when he was in Seattle. I really liked him. They had a good dynamic over there, and it just seems not to be working in Denver, and it just is kind of a shit show over there right now. But it's not good times over there. And then he's kind of gotten weird, I guess. I don't know what's wrong with him.
I don't know what has happened, but I feel like Sierra. He was. Yeah, everybody says that, but it's like he was very likable until this year. I thought, and just it's been a complete disaster, a shit show.
I wanted him to succeed in Denver. Fucking Broncos Nation. I was ready to ride, and just,
let's ride.
No one's riding any right now.
Rode it into the ground. Yeah, like I said, I drafted him on my dedicated fantasy league, and it's been a nightmare. But no more Russell Wilson talk. But I had to bring that back up, all in good fun. The last game for you to pick, Sunday matchup, the Carolina Panthers are at the Seattle Seahawks, and they are 3.5-point dogs. And the over-under here is 43.5 points. Give me your thoughts. Where should we lean for this one?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like both groups are kind of not in the best spot right now. I'm gonna stick with you know what? I'm gonna probably go Seattle. I'm gonna take Seattle. I think they're gonna beat them by, what do you say, 3.5?
Yeah,
I think they'll beat them by more than that.
Yeah,
Shout
look,
out to Gino.
Yeah, Geno Smith been playing really well for Seattle. Yeah, he's a good story. All right, well, there you have it. That is Wheelman Wagers, episode number 1.
Perfect.
From Europe.
I know I didn't do very good last time. I went 1-3.
1 and 2.
So, yeah. At least you didn't lose all of them.
That's true.
That's good. So now everyone that has watched this, you can ride these bets tonight if you're watching this show on Wednesday. If not, you either missed it, and too bad, so sad. So we'll just keep moving forward from there. But Ryan, it's always a pleasure. Yerb, as we'll call you now, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Can't wait to kick it in 2023 with you, or whether we make it up to North Carolina or not. I'm going to keep watching Yellowstone and that beautiful painting that you have there. I'm going to buy you a belt buckle for your birthday.
There we go.
That's what I'll do. So just keep that on your calendar. If I don't buy you a belt buckle for your birthday, you can kick me in the balls, but just be gentle.
Oh,
okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
I'll hold you to that. Well, I appreciate y'all having me on. Good to see you. Hope everyone has a good holiday season.
Absolutely, brother. Take care.
You too, man. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks, guys.